Alrighty, I was just out breaking in a new rifle, doing some test shooting. I've already taken my targets down, had them set up 50 yards. It's overcast and cloudy. I had a couple homemade wind flags set out. It was much windier earlier. It's 58 degrees, but I'd like to introduce my new gun, and I'm going to call it Silver. It's an FX Impact with the new Power Plenum 25 cal. I'm calling it Silver, like hi-ho silver as a Lone Ranger, except I'm going to be known as the Long Ranger when I'm shooting it. But let's go look at it. Alright, of course I have been shooting my Crown with the NSA 29 grain slugs, dish base, and they were shooting lights out, but it's a long rifle with 700 millimeter barrel, so wanted something a little more shorter, compact, and with the Power Plenum to maybe jack up the velocity some. I got the Saber Tactical extended Arca rail. It's got the Picatinny up front. I do have a tripod set up with the Arca rail. Set my regulator to 140 bar, but overnight it's creeped down or settled in to 135, so velocities were a little bit lower than I was getting. And this is a homemade lift mechanism, whatever you want to call it. And basically I just took a oh gosh, I forget the brand, but it's just a Picatinny rail with it's called small rig parts that I built, and just replaced the knob here with a bolt, and on the other side there's a knob that secures it. But if you do this, it probably costs you about 60 bucks as I remember. But anyway, so I probably had some out of camera view, but I got my SWFA 16 X scope on here for now. It's got a lot of elevation in it, so anyway, so I'll be able to go long range. I wish I had more magnification, but it seems every time I go up more magnification on my scopes, I have a difficult time lining up my side shot. But let's go look at the targets, what I did. Actually, I cleaned my barrel and polished it a little bit with JB bore paste, and I went about here doing the indexing. And I'll show you this from, well, let's see, we get a little bit closer. At the 12 o'clock position, rounds were hitting there, I was aiming there. The 3 o'clock position, rounds were hitting here, I was aiming there. 6 o'clock, almost vertically below it. And at 9 o'clock, in line again, but a lot closer. So I went with this for the indexing. And the surprise was when I started sighting in slugs, and like I said before, the NSA 29 dish base were my accurate slug in the Crown. But terrible groups here, terrible groups. I mean, you know, you can see one through over here, going at 930 feet per second. Temperature out here is 56 degrees. Like I said, the reg settled in at 135 bar, but I was shooting for 930 feet per second, so it, you know, not bad. I'd like to get maybe a little bit more, but these weren't accurate. So then I just started to go through my other NSA slugs, and here's where my eureka moment came. Here's the 26.8 grains going at 965 for 55 plus foot-pounds and a tight group there. Like I said, wind was variable, so this I know will shoot tight. And then I shot the 33.5 grain flat base at 865 is what they were shooting, but they were very accurate. As you can see there, good tight group, and that gave me 55.67 foot-pounds. So then I had some more 29 NSA, but flat base, and 916. So they were going slower, but they weigh a little bit more than the 29s. But not a terrible group, but still not acting like they want to shoot tight. So I'll probably go with the 26 grains or maybe the 33s, depending on what I want to do. The lighter ones will probably do for my bird shooting. The heavier ones might be better for ground hogging. So, but playing with my new FX Impact. But so I'm enjoying setting up my new FX Impact 25 and looking forward to getting out and doing some pesting. Signing off. Hi ho, silver away.